Friends, we are going to read another story today about farm animals. And before we talk about what the book is about, I want to know what your prediction is or what you think the book will be about. Let's look at this cover. What do you think this book is about? Okay, that's a wonderful prediction. Now, the only way we're going to find out if your prediction is right is if we read it. But let me tell you what the title is and see if that changes your prediction. This title is Ask Mr. Bear. Ask Mr. Bear? What do you think the book is about now? Yeah, maybe a bear. I'm curious about what they're going to ask Mr. Bear. Now, while we're reading this story, we're just going to read kind of through it because it's a really wonderful story. And I want you to be thinking about if this story is a real story, sorry kids, a real story or a make-believe story with somebody's imagination. Got it? This story is titled Ask Mr. Bear, and the author is Marjorie Flack. Here we go. Ask Mr. Bear. Oh no, look at our friend here. Once there was a boy named Danny. One day, Danny's mother had a birthday. Danny said to himself, "What shall I give my mother for her birthday?" So Danny started out to see what he could find. He walked along and he met a hen. "Good morning, Mrs. Hen," said Danny. "Can you give me something for my mother's birthday?" "Cluck, cluck, cluck," said the hen. "I can give you a nice fresh egg for your mother's birthday." "Thank you," said Danny, "but she has an egg." "Let's see what we can find then," said the hen. So Danny and the hen skipped along until they met a goose. "Good morning, Mrs. Goose," said Danny. "Can you give me something for my mother's birthday?" "Honk, honk," said the goose. "I can give you some nice feathers to make a fine pillow for your mother's birthday." "Thank you," said Danny, "but she has a pillow." "Let's see what we can find then," said the goose. Now, this is a fact, which means it's real life. This goose is covered in feathers, okay? And feathers are made to make pillows. That's why your pillow is so soft. Fun fact. So Danny and the hen and the goose all hopped along until they met a goat. "Good morning, Mrs. Goat," said Mrs. Danny. "Can you give me something for my mother's birthday?" "Ma, ma," said the goat. "I can give you milk for making cheese." "Thank you," said Danny, "but she has some cheese." "Let's see what we can find then," said the goat. Now, goat's milk actually does make cheese. So what are you thinking so far? Do you think this story is real or make-believe? Yeah, I think that it's also a make-believe story because do animals really talk? No. But some of the things are facts, are real. Hens really do give us eggs. Goose give us their feathers, and goats actually really do give us milk. But animals don't talk. So Danny and the hen and the goose and the goat all galloped along until they met a sheep. "Good morning, Mrs. Sheep," said Danny. "Can you give me something for my mother's birthday?" "Bah, bah," said the sheep. "I can give you some wool to make a warm blanket for your mother's birthday." "Thank you," said Danny, "but she has a blanket." "Let me see what we can find then," said the sheep. So Danny and the hen and the goose and the goat and the sheep all trotted along until they met a cow. "Good morning, Mrs. Cow," said Danny. "Can you give me something for my mother's birthday?" "Moo, moo," said the cow. "I can give you some milk and cream." "Thank you," said Danny, "but she has milk and cream." "Then ask Mr. Bear," said the cow. "He lives in the woods over the hill." "All right," said Danny. "Let's go ask Mr. Bear." "No," said the hen. "No," said the goose. "No," said the goat. "No," said the sheep. "No, no," said the cow. So Danny went alone to find Mr. Bear. He ran and he ran until he came to the hill, and he walked and he walked until he came to the woods, and there he met Mr. Bear. "Good morning, Mr. Bear," said Danny. "Can you give me something for my mother's birthday?" Said the bear. "I have nothing to give you for your mother's birthday, but I can tell you something that you can give her." So Mr. Bear whispered a secret in Danny's ear. "Oh," said Danny, "thank you, Mr. Bear." Then he ran through the woods and he skipped down the hill and he came back to his house. "Guess what I have for your birthday?" Danny said to his mother. So his mother tried to guess. "Is it an egg?" "No, it's not an egg," said Danny. "Is it a pillow?" "No, it isn't a pillow," said Danny. "Is it cheese?" "No, it isn't cheese." "Is it a blanket?" "No, it isn't a blanket." "Is it milk or cream?" "No, it isn't milk or cream," said Danny. His mother could not guess at all. So Danny gave his mother a big birthday bear hug. The end. Round of applause. Awesome. All right, let's talk about this story. Now, do you think that this story was real or make-believe? And why do you think that? Perfect. Now, yes, I agree. There were some facts in it or some things that were real about the farm animals, but it was pretty make-believe story if you ask me. So I want you to let me know below, what were 2 reasons that you thought that this story was make-believe and how you knew, okay, let me rephrase that. What I want you to do is to tell me 2 reasons how you knew that this story, oh my goodness, kids, I am so sorry. Okay, I want you to tell me how you know that this story is make-believe. I want 2 reasons how you know that this story was make-believe or full of imagination.